Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I am painting a t-shirt. I wanted to have a little bit more fun and take a break from doing animal and like more realistic things where I kind of had to think. This is based off of the Milky Way, but it's also based off of a painting that I did like 5 years ago. Uh, I have that painting in my closet somewhere, tucked away safely, but I also kind of wanted a t shirt that was as squiggly and weird as that original painting. I do have a bunch of paintings that I kind of did in this like freeform style. I was trying to make it a thing. But let me tell you that trying to sell art by like showing at places like cafes or anything like that, whew, that is no fun at all. Because business owners are kind of jerks. And that's not fun working with them trying to show paintings to sell them. Ugh. I had a bright idea to try to sell my paintings or get them shown at a dispensary because I'm in Oregon, so it's legal here, and I got a dispensary to agree, and like my stuff was hung up, but they would not let me put up signs with prices at all because they wanted it to be in their font, so they were going to print out and hang them up. However, they never did. So my pieces were up for a whole month without any like available for sale or any like saying even my name or what the pieces were titled. Like there was nothing. They were just hanging up. I was not happy. They were like, oh, well, we should probably like, if you give us another month, we'll get the things up, and I was like, no, I'm here now to take my paintings back. That was a nightmare. Ugh. I never went back to that dispensary either. They were a mess. Anyway, um, with this, I'm painting with fabric paints. I actually be very careful in buying fabric paints. I bought two things of what I thought were white fabric paints. They were on the same hook. They're not white. One is iridescent, like sparkly stuff, and the other one is glow in the dark. Neither one of those are white. They're both fun, and I'm sure that I can use them at some point, but they're not white paint. This is white. This is from a little bit ago, actually, but yeah, not white paint. I actually this week, this past weekend, I had the urge to sew and pull out my American Girl dolls. So I have actually been hand sewing little American Girl doll dresses and using supplies that I have already. So beads, sequins, lace trim, anything that I had previously bought, which was not a lot because I don't normally buy those kinds of supplies because I very rarely use them. But I really got into it. So I did actually wind up using a whole bunch of old supplies and old scrap fabrics to make these beautiful American Girl doll dresses. They're not historically accurate by any means, but they're fun little princess dresses that I couldn't really find what I wanted online, and so I'm making them myself. Um, I will say this, so I have been still trying to hold in my shopping. I was finally um, diagnosed with ADHD, so the dopamine seeking behaviors make sense, including shopping. But a part of me is like, if I am going to shop, then I want to do it from either smaller local businesses or used in some fashion. So, the shopping that I've been doing are from thrift stores, and then also there's some local craft stores that are not Joann's and not Michael's. I'm really trying hard to not support Joann's. I'm not happy with their business practices. But I understand that sometimes they're the only name in the game. They're the only name in the game. I like the purple and orange here. The best way to to paint on black fabric is to start out with a white base layer, which is what you previously saw, and then go over it. I think I said in my last painting video that I'm not trying to do too many layers because it does wind up getting thick. I'm also not sure that I am gonna be going towards selling these. I think they're just going to be for me, mainly because some of the ones have been a little sticky, but I think that's from painting over another design. I think that's why it's still sticky, is because it won't be able to set like it would on fabric because I painted over a different design, which I don't know if they're. I'm kind of considering and very interested in doing some paintings that incorporate the stupid logo of like whatever's previously on a t-shirt that nobody wanted, like a run thing or a whatever, you know. Oh gosh, Planet Fitness. I see those t-shirts everywhere. I think it'd be kind of interesting to like paint in front of and behind and like kind of change the Planet Fitness sign or whatever's there so that you could see it, but it is totally different and totally new, to get around the stickiness. Or I could just paint on plain t-shirts, you know. Could do that too. I will say, the thicker the base white is, or like the more opaque that layer is, the easier it is to go over it with any other color. But that does make it a lot stiffer. So if you're trying to look at this as some kind of tutorial, that's that's all there is there. Oh, back to the American Girl doll. So I did recently go and get some extra beads and trim because I pulled out a whole bunch more scrap fabrics and cut out the dresses, and I just want to pretend to be in the Victorian times where you have all these laces and trims and are updating your dresses without actually having to spend the quantity that you would need to update a dress for a real live person. If that makes any sense at all. So I got the local fabric shop that I went to was having actually, they had some sales on some of the fabric trims. They had like grab bags, which were fun. Um, and also some really delicate, beautiful things. Maybe I'll do would you be interested in seeing like a lookbook of American Girl doll dresses? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I am also enjoying painting though a lot. I might have to switch what I'm painting now because it's been really frustrating and making me not want to paint. So I think maybe it's time for me to move on from that project or just like find a way to finish it so that I get it finished and out of my way. Um, I've been trying to work on improving my artwork as well. So, sketching when I can, as quickly as I can, I find helps improve eventually what I'm seeing and what I'm drawing. But it still sucks and it takes a while and it doesn't really provide very aesthetic looking sketchbook pages. So, you know, there's that. In terms of ADHD, what I'm starting out with, I'm not looking for any kind of like medication, but I'm trying to get myself back into a routine. I had one before COVID, and then it was completely disrupted, and I feel like I'm not recovered from from the disruption to my routine. Um, so one of the things that it said was helpful for ADHD was to eat high protein meals in the morning, which I find funny that helps because I'm heavily addicted to cheese, which has a lot of protein in it. So I don't know what that says, but so I had some barbells this morning. And then you're supposed to like exercise. And then at night, you're supposed to stay off of any screens for the last 2 hours before you go to bed. So I also tried that last night, and I wound up finishing a book, organizing sequins, and journaling. So that's what I did within 2 hours that I wasn't allowed to look at any screens. So, and then I had a very deep sleep. So, maybe that does work. We'll see. I mean, I'm doing these weekly videos. Remind me in a week to see if I've remembered anything that I've said. Oh, goodness. But, yeah. I'm adding little stars into my galaxy now. I basically did 2 coats for the colors, so for the purple and for the orangey salmon, and then only really 1 coat of all the stars. I didn't go over it at all, because it was pretty easy to just like blob on the stars. And some stars, they're a little farther away, so they're not going to be as opaque as a close-up star. I really have to say that this was a lot of fun to do, and I might do more squirrely gig t-shirts in the future, especially if I'm making them for me. It's like, what kind of t-shirt do I want to have in my t-shirt collection? What am I missing? And then that's what I'm going to be painting. You can also like, I've been getting the t-shirts, some of them from the bins, so they're so cheap to like it's by the pound, so that's so cheap to get that it's cheaper than canvas, honestly. And to practice painting and then be able to like wear it and have it as some other thing other than inside a sketchbook or in your closet because you don't have any more wall space. It's nice. Well, it's nice to, not have to stick to anything, that I can just do this for me, but share it still. Like that's nice. I'm enjoying that. I thought I'd add some squiggly lines for like other stars and like squirrely gigs that are a little bit outside of the main Milky Way. Oh, I was gonna look up facts for you guys on the Milky Way. Well, shit. I didn't. Anyway, this was a V-neck, but I did like how it turned out, with it going kind of across the shirt. I think it would have been cool to be able to do it on the back, but that was far too much work that I was not willing to do. Just the front only. All right, thanks for joining, and I will see you next week. Bye!